world getting crazy, baby, chill. Don't medicate, just meditate. You waking up now, well, baby, you hella late. Educate, look at what's going on, let it resonate, accelerate. Find your inner hunger like you never ate. Agenda is to push the hate, separate and segregate. Don't celebrate quite yet, the storm is coming, cue for heaven's sake. Violence that they demonstrate, instigate and penetrate the values of our country and our God is what they desecrate. My fighters ain't no featherweight, pulling out the seams of the fabric that they fabricate. They feed us lies, manipulate, intimidate through fear and force, forcing us to sit and wait till we come together, congregate, and then we liberate. Praying that you give me strength to find some love amongst the hate. Marching on these streets of blood till I see the golden gates. Troubadour and troubled souls, one of God's servants. Blades out, cut the grass till we see the serpent.
One day I hope you see the truth. This puppet show stays on because of you fools. We've been dancing with the devil way too long. I know it's fun, but get ready to pay your dues. Oh God, come back home. This crazy world is filled with liars and abusers. We need you now before we're too far gone. I hope one day they finally see the truth. God, we need you now.
I know the truth is hard to swallow, just digest it. Suspected something's going on, but chose to just neglect it. Deflected by some breaking news, oh, we just accept it. Expected just to fall in line and follow their perspective. Don't question their objective, but I got a lot of questions. How these kids molested, but nobody's been arrested. Read it in the testament, these children are protected. So I'm fighting all these terrorists, both foreign and domestic. Refuse to be directed, lion not a sheep. Only kneel to my God, so I'm dying on my feet. Silence when we speak, but there's violence in the street. I've been rolling with the punches, I can't take it on the cheek. Drink from a glass half full, I'm optimistic. People are sadistic, so vicious and malicious. Praying for assistance to overcome opposition, or I'm gonna start resisting and then I'll pray for forgiveness.
One day I hope you see the truth. This puppet show stays on because of you fools. We've been dancing with the devil way too long. I know it's fun, but get ready to pay your dues. Oh God, come back home. This crazy world is filled with liars and abusers. Need you now before we're too far gone. I hope one day they finally see the truth. God, we need you now. We need you now. We need you now. One day, one day, one day. Oh, one day, I hope you see the truth. This puppet show stays on because of you fools. We've been dancing with the devil way too long. I know it's fun, but get ready to pay your dues. Oh God, come back home. This crazy world is filled with liars and abusers. We need you now before we're too far gone. I hope one day they finally see the truth. God, we need you now.
Hello, hello, hello. Sorry I was a little late. I was getting some stuff together and I kind of looked in at the shit show of, um, let's see here. Truly, hey, love. Auntie, hey, my love. Sky, hey, love. Gossip, hey, sis. Be good, little Dev. Sunshine, Dragonfly, hey, mama. Lady Witch. Little Dev, I think I got you. Patty. Cherokee Girl, hey, love. Anybody else I miss? Casey K. I was 8 in 1990, so be good. I didn't realize we was almost the same age. Lady Witch. Yeah. I got a few things I'm gonna go over before we get to that. To Hey, Mama Nani. Before we get to that, because I'm gonna give this person 30 minutes to come up here on my panel. They know who they are, and I know they're lurking. To come up here and tell the story and the truth themselves. I'm going to give them that chance to do it, because if they don't, I'm going to do it. And this link I'm going to post is just for this person. They know who they are. I'm giving them 30 minutes to come up here and tell the truth and the story themselves before I do. You ain't no Cherokee girl. Okay, let's watch some of this shit show for a minute. I think, hey, Mama Bear. Where's it at? Let me see. Let me find it here. I don't even like playing this bitch, but I think it's sad but hilarious and it's pathetic and hey Tiff. Tiff, cause she don't want to. That don't make her money. Casey K, hey love. Bingo Tiff. And I'm glad you put out that stuff you've been putting out and yeah. Hey B the Bean, exactly, yeah. We're gonna watch this right here. We're gonna watch some of Slimy. I always said Seth is a covert narcissist and it's slow his mask is slipping.
Please come up here.
And I think it's funny how she always begs Seth on her panel. And everybody that's coming here in that might not have heard what I said a while ago, to the person that I'm going to expose, I'm giving them 30 minutes. The link is pinned. I'm giving them 30 minutes to be an adult and come up here on my panel and tell the story themselves and be honest with the community, or I'm going to do it for them.
Hi, Seth.
See, right here in front of Beach High School, in front of my son's high school. Of course, it's me, Trevor Lee. You slimy little slime ball.
Ho, 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 ho. Seth, what's going on?
Chloe, I asked her to step back because she was leaking stuff. I know you don't got me in the show yet, but she
I
was
do.
leaking
You
information.
are in the show.
Oh, I am in the show. My bad.
You are in the show. You are in the show. Hold on.
I figured I was still backstage talking to you, Smiley.
No, you're in the show. You're in the show. Mic drop. Mic drop.
Pretty much. Yeah, Chloe leaked. Chloe gave the audio file to Trevor Lee, knowing full well that I would take the blame because I'm the person that does that. And then I did my own investigation to find out where it was. You sit there and leaked it off the podcasters and everything else, and then wants to get all uppity because I won't let. Hi, Smiley.
Hey,
I won't let my PR person sit there and defend Chloe. Who the hell does Trevor think he is to sit there and tell somebody that's working for me to do something?
Smiley, I'm sorry, hon. I don't know who you are, and I don't know whose profile that is, but it's not mine.
And
I've
in
been
my
with Seth
opinion,
all
he's
day.
intoxicated here.
I didn't say you were coming on my channel.
Somebody was out there saying that we were coming on the panel. That Tony said that we were coming on. We've been out here riding around all day.
Oh.
Checking out places for searching and everything else.
Oh, okay. So I got like almost 1,700 people in here.
Mic drop. Sorry about that.
Okay, so I want you to know that I love Trevor and
hey, I tell you what, I'm sorry. I thought he was a great person too. But after I saw, I got so many snakes that were in my group, I'm still cutting heads off. And it came as a shock to me. It came as an absolute shock that this man, I can't even call him a man, that this individual would sit there and lie to my face and then sit there and put out lies to begin with. And now he want to go out there whenever I'm in a podcast or whatnot, and nothing about Sebastian. No, nothing about my son. All about Chloe and her little clique. When I asked her to step back, she took almost all the searchers with them. And now people are like, oh, it was like a slap to my face. They don't know why I asked her to step back. But I asked her to step back because she's a private investigator trying to be a SAR person.
This here pissed me off how they
You need to get out of the field and get back to doing private investigation, which she wasn't doing. She wanted to vet everybody. Like everybody, like I want to know, what size foot they were when they were born. And it's like, I will accept help from anybody to find my son. And people are taking my good-hearted nature and just trampling all over it. And it's going to bring out the negative part of me that don't give a flying. Smile
Seth,
around and find out.
You're pushing away everybody that's trying to help you.
Oh, I'm sorry. Is that him himself? You know where I'm at, Trevor. Why don't you just go ahead and step out of Chloe's house and come on over, boy? And I'll show you what a man does.
Oh, you're really helping find Sebastian doing this.
Hey, why you sitting there changing your face? Hey, what? Can't spend the time looking for summer no more, right? You want to say where I'm at? You see where I'm at. You don't know what I'm doing.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
What are you doing? Why are you on this panel right now?
Why don't you go ahead and tell
Don't you ever, and I will let this be publicly known. You, Chloe, your whole team does not have my blessing to use my name or my son's name to ask people to search on their property. Like you have a contract with me. Trevor, you need to go home, boy. This is out of your league.
Is it? Because if I recall, I'm the one that's...
Yeah, is it? Because if I recall, I didn't ask you to respond. I told you to get off the panel, boy. This is my son, not yours. My son, not yours. My son. This is Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers. I named him. I named him Sebastian. I named him Drake. I named him Wayne. I named him Rogers. That's my last name. Take your Trevor Lee ass and fuck off, dude. You want to literally? This is my goddamn son.
Seth. Oh my God. Trevor, are you okay? Well, that went well.
And there was people in this chat saying, "Oh, give him grace. He's upset. Give him grace." It's no different than what they threw a fit for Chris doing. He's a covert narcissist, and his mask is slipping. Exactly, Tiff. Tony and Seth have been blackmailing Trevor, and they're mad because Trevor has finally come back and is telling the truth about what's really been going on. Slimy is slimy. Patty, it's sick. It's fucking. But they, what do you mean covert my ass, Lady Witch? He's a covert narcissist. Mama Bear, we've been getting bad vibes from this dude for 3 months now. Right, Tiff. Me too, KCK. He didn't want to go live with Seth. Seth was going to make him go to and do homeschool, and Sebastian loves regular school. Look how he treated Sebastian. He's hit him in his head and everything. He has hurt his son in the past, Mama Bear. Tiff, do you mind if I play that where you read off the documents? No, Lady Witch, he is not up and clear. He's not been like this the whole time. It's just now he's been playing the good guy. He's absolutely a covert narcissist. He is a covert narcissist. I've been saying it all along. He plays this perfect father. Now look at this. He's never acted like this online. Trust me, I know all about narcissism. I'll argue all day over that. Yes. Okay. Now y'all listen to this. Everybody's overlooking this. There's just so much. And Tiff said even herself that she doesn't like reading. I don't like reading either because I get nervous and I mess up and lose my spot. But Tiff has done amazing on this, and me and her worked together, and I got crucified for it, and I give no fucks because I'm really glad that I got the chance to get to know. I don't know no Tiff yet, but I love what I do know about her. She's been amazing to me. She supports me and has my back, and she truly does have a heart for these babies, you all. I don't give a fuck what anybody says about Tiff or Tiff. Now listen to this, y'all. This is actually facts that are documented.
This matter is involving Sebastian Rogers' mother and father, Katie Proudfoot, and Seth Rogers. From the San Diego County Sheriff's Department, receipt and notice of confiscation of weapons. The weapons seized were relinquished pursuant to Penal Code 29625D and will be retained by the Sheriff's Department until the protective order is no longer in effect. You may contact the Property Evidence Unit Gun Desk at 858-467-4406 with any questions. In the matter of Rogers, I, Seth Rogers, declare that I am the respondent in the above captioned matter and have personal knowledge of each fact set forth in this declaration. If called as a witness, I could and would competently testify within the bounds hereto. Petitioner Katie L. Rogers, herein referred to as Katie, and I were married on June 21st, 2008, and still reside together. We have been married for 8 years and 3 months. We have one child together, Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers, hereinafter referred to as Sebastian, born December 7th, 2008. On or about August 29th, 2016, Katie obtained a temporary restraining order against me and had me removed from our marital residence. She listed Sebastian as a protected party and obtained a child custody order through the TRO, forbidding me to see him. There is a permanent domestic violence restraining order hearing set for September 16th, 2016 before this court. Since being served with the DVTRO, I have not violated the DVTRO and have had no impermissible contact with either petitioner or our son. On August 29, 2016 and September 8, 2016, I turned in the firearms I was in legal possession of to the San Diego County Sheriff's Office. Attached hereto as Exhibit A are true and correct copies of the receipts and notices of confiscation. I have abided by the terms of the DVTRO, even though Katie's actions rendered me homeless. Request. Katie's request for a restraining order is based upon the following. I was highly aggressive in my mannerisms and I cursed and yelled at her, not a basis for a restraining order under the facts. I was very angry, yelling at our son, and our son said, "Daddy hit me," not a basis for a restraining order under the facts as I never hit him. I have yelled at her and our son and slammed a door, breaking it, not a basis for a restraining order under the facts. Generic allegations of temper issues, false and not a basis for a restraining order, even if true. Generic allegation of drug usage, false and in and of itself not a basis for a restraining order, even if true. As a result of these baseless allegations, I respectfully request the court deny Katie's request for a permanent domestic violence restraining order in full. There is no basis for her claims, and she fails to prove conduct under the Domestic Violence Prevention Act that would justify a restraining order. Incident of August 28th, 2016. In her request for DVRO, Katie claims that on August 28th, 2016, I was being highly aggressive in my mannerisms and verbally watching her in her sleep. And I yelled at her because she is not willing to beat her son. This is not true. And even if it was, it would not be the basis for a DVRO. What actually happened on this day is that I was having a difficult time with our son. He refused to do anything I asked of him. I asked him to clean his room and he replied no, and that he didn't have to listen to me or do anything I asked him to do. And he told me I should apologize for asking him to clean his room. I attempted to appropriately discipline him by sternly telling him that under no circumstances should he ever speak to any adult, let alone his mother or father, the way he spoke to me. After this, Sebastian ran downstairs to Katie, jumped in her lap, and started saying he hated me and that he wished I would leave and never come back. After Sebastian seemed to calm down a bit, Katie got up from the chair she was in and walked outside. And Sebastian approached me and told me he loved me and wanted to live with me after all. After this incident, I was very upset, but I was never violent in any way. Our neighbor was in the house and she said something about being uncomfortable. I told our neighbor I was going to just get some coffee and go outside to be alone. When I did, our neighbor followed me outside and asked me what was wrong. I told her how I was feeling and asked her to just let me calm myself down and compose myself. At no point did I act violently toward her or anyone else in the house, and I never yelled at Katie because she wouldn't beat on our son. There was never any violence, nor was there any threat of violence. Incident of August 22nd, 2016. In her request for DVRO, Katie claims that on August 22nd, 2016, I was being belligerent and yelling at her and our son. This is not true, and even if it was, it would not be the basis for a DVRO. What actually happened on this day was that Katie and I were arguing about how we were going to proceed with our divorce. Our divorce has been filed, and we were still residing in the same house, which created a tense situation. Although we argued, I never once acted violently, and never once did I encourage her to beat on our son, as she alleges in her pleadings. During our argument, I left the residence and slammed a door, but her claim that I broke the door is false. The door was already broken before I slammed it. Again, there was never any violence, nor was there any threat of violence. Incident of August 11, 2016. In her request for DVRO, Katie claims that on August 11, 2016, I was angry at our son and that our son told her that I hit him. The truth is that I never put a hand on our son. Our son suffers from a rare condition called 6q27 chromosomal deletion syndrome. Among the symptoms he suffers from are incidents of acting out, where he hits and bites himself out of frustration. He has been known to throw himself to the ground during these incidents. This is a very common thing for him, and others have witnessed him doing this. I have filed herewith declarations from some of these witnesses. On August 11, 2016, Sebastian suffered from an episode in which he hurt himself out of frustration. I had told him that day if he cleaned his room, he could go swimming. I asked him if his room was clean, and he replied that it wasn't. I told him he couldn't go swimming until it was clean. Sebastian reacted by flying into a rage, screaming and hitting himself, biting himself, and trying to throw himself on the floor. I reached out to catch him before his head hit the door frame. At no time did I ever hit him or display any violent actions to him at all. Here it skips straight to 20. So you will see that there is one page missing. I do not have that page. It was not provided to me, so I am not able to read that to you. Katie's real response for filing her DVRO request. I believe Katie only filed this request for DVRO in order to gain a tactical advantage in our divorce, and specifically to get me kicked out of our marital residence. As stated above, our living situation was quite stressful as we were going through the divorce process while living together. However, I believe Katie knew she could not remove me from the home without staging a domestic violence incident. This was totally unnecessary, as I know that we cannot live together any longer, and I am willing to move out without a court order to do so. Also, I know that she did not want me to have equal custody of Sebastian, so the DVRO is also an attempt to ensure that I do not see our son. Attorney's fees. Katie requests the court order me to pay her attorney fees, but this is simply not possible. There is a vast discrepancy in income in this case. I have not worked in some time, as have been a stay-at-home dad. Katie is an E5 in the Navy and earns substantial base pay and allowances as reflected in her leave and earnings statement. She earns significantly more than I do, as reflected in our income and expense declarations. For that reason, and for the reason that Katie's request for a DVRO is baseless, meritless, and unnecessary, I request the court deny her request for attorney fees and instead order her to pay my attorney fees and costs associated with having to defend myself against her completely false accusations. Conclusion: Katie and Sebastian have no reason to fear me. I have never harmed, harassed, or threatened them. Katie's request for a DVRO is simply a tactic she is using to try to get me kicked out of the marital residence and cease my contact with our son. I respectfully request the court deny her request in full. I also request the court order Katie to pay my reasonable attorney fees to defend against her false accusation. This is Sebastian Rogers' mother's sworn statement regarding Seth Rogers, Sebastian's father. Since returning from deployment in December, I have witnessed a multitude of events from Seth. I have seen him hit Sebastian in the head, neck, and back. I have witnessed him, when taking his anger out on Sebastian, grab him with both hands, lift his entire body up, and slam him down, then proceed to beat him. He has on many cases whipped him with a belt, not paying attention to where he was hitting because he was so angry. My neighbors informed me that during my duty days, they have seen Sebastian on multiple occasions coming outside the house, crying and looking for his dad because he had been gone for long periods of time and didn't know where he was. They have told my son to go inside and lock the door when this occurred. Seth will, on a regular basis, just walk into the living room and get naked, not caring that Sebastian is in the area and sees this. On several occasions, when Sebastian expressed stress or anxiety about our separation or his daddy's anger, he would respond by telling Sebastian that this is all because mommy doesn't want to love daddy anymore. By the second week of school, the teachers had already requested that the principal be present any time that Seth were due to him making them uncomfortable. When we went to the school to meet his teacher before the school year had started, we had just finished explaining about Sebastian's diagnosis and about the fluid on his brain, and he did something to irritate his father, who then responded by hitting him in the head in front of his teacher. And when I addressed him about it and told him he cannot do that and cannot keep doing that because it is wrong, he told me it wasn't that hard and is fine, and people need to stop telling him how to raise his son. I found out when I took the restraining order to the school that they had contacted CPS, Child Protective Services, 1 week prior. The social worker and myself have seen behaviors from my son, such as waking up screaming and kicking in the middle of the night with terrors, fear of making a mistake for fear that daddy will beat him. He had an accident at school where he wet his pants and was terrified for daddy to find out. He is displaying aggressive behaviors that mirror what his father says and does. I have reached out to his doctor and am requesting assistance with therapy for PTSD in light of the child abuse and to help my son recover from this. I have spoken to his doctor, and a referral is in place for therapy to start as soon as possible to help him with this transition and to cope and recover from the trauma that he has been through. Seth has been monitoring all of my phone calls and not allowing me to speak with anyone, including my family, without listening. And he has been monitoring every text and call that I make to patronize me and keep me from telling people exactly what has been going on, hovering over every call that I make. On June 5th, 2016, Seth was very angry and belligerent. He stormed out of the house and got into that Chevy Cruze and peeled tires out of the parking lot. Approximately 30 minutes, give or take later, he came back, pulling in crooked and fast, jumped out of the car and ran inside the house, looking for his gun, stating that he was going to kill that blank. My neighbor was over at the time and took a recording of him during that time. I responded that if he took his gun and tried to kill someone, he would wind up in jail, and that he could not do that. My neighbor went outside with him and spoke to him, where he stated that someone followed him and threw a soda at the car. Soda was all over the outside and inside of the car, and pulled him out of the car through the driver's side window and punched him in the face. He said he did nothing to provoke this and refused to make a police report after being repeatedly advised to call the police and make an incident report. He did not have markings, but was exaggerating his limp for approximately 5 minutes before walking normally again. I have also received multiple complaints at various times throughout the last 4 to 6 months from neighbors that he makes them feel uncomfortable because he is standing out front, confronting everyone when they come home or watching them. My neighbor in unit blank is in the process of adopting, and they have persons coming to their house on a regular basis. I caught Seth approximately 1 month ago confronting the gentleman because he parked in a spot and telling him he doesn't care who the F he is, and if he does it again, he'll take action to have his car towed or beat his ass. This was to a social worker there to check their home, and he knew it. Attached are pictures of our son with marks left by the respondent, which are not going to be shown here, nor do I have them. I certify under penalty or perjury under the laws of the state of California that the foregoing is true and correct. And this is signed Sebastian's mother, Katie Rogers. This has been verified by Katie Rogers. This information is accurate, true, and correct.
I've been trying to tell people this, and so has many others, for a long time, and they sweep this under the rug. Yes, little Dev, he got kicked off the base, yes. If you have a channel, grab this link to this that Tiff done and please share it far and wide. Hey, Duchess, beautiful. Hey, I want to play some more of this slimy stuff she done, because Trev time comes back up and stuff and blah, 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 but this is a fucking shit show. And then we'll get to, I'm going to give him a few more minutes to get up here and click that link and tell the truth about the story before I do.
Okay. I'm so sorry, Trevor.
No, I'm sorry I came and did that. The panel's not the place, but the past 2 weeks behind the scenes, people don't know the amount of things that have been said to me by that man and the man standing beside of him. And I've sat back and said, this man is a grieving father, and I've tried my best to give him the benefit of the doubt. But that stupid PR person sits by and tells me that I need to leave the case, that I haven't done anything, that he's here, he's going to get information, he's doing all this stuff, while the people who care are being thrown to the side. I get it. I know he's going through a lot. He should tell you guys how many times I took his call at midnight to listen to him cry because he was venting about his case because nothing made sense and he was mad at the whole world. Right. I've done nothing but try to find his son, and I don't deserve an accolade for it. But don't come in here and scream at me and call me a slime ball and try to take away my credibility for the things I've tried to do since the day that his son went missing.
I get that, Trev.
But I'm sorry, your panel was not it, and I'm going to get down and
this
you can do your show. I should not have done that.
No. And I apologize. And I thought he knew he was on here. And I want you to know that I do back you. And I'm sorry. And I do want the world to know that I back you. And don't ever think any different, hon. Okay? Because I always said from day one, I believe you'll be something. And I still mean that with my heart. And this has really tore me up. And now that you've had your say, just keep doing what you're doing. And I do want him to come up here so I can speak with him and say what I need to say. And if he's watching, I hope he's man enough to come back up here and let me continue this with him
I hope any family out there, please do not bring on, and I'm not talking about Tony. Do not bring him onto your case. Tony has done nothing but cause problems. It was so much different. His team was all about finding Sebastian before this. Tony has caused so many issues. He has been blackmailing me for about a week, threatening to put out that I released that audio call, which I did not. Seth pushed it out, but they've been blackmailing me, and that's why I haven't been able to say anything. And I finally have this week, and this is what happens from it. I'm not going to be silenced and blackmailed over something I did not do because they don't want to take credit for it. If they're scared of Chris and they don't want him to know they released the call, then don't release it. They pushed it out. They pushed that call out. I did not. And I'm not going to be blackmailed because they want to have some sort of issue over me. I'm here for Sebastian, and I'm here for Summer since he wanted to bring that case up. I'm here for all the kids and all the families that I work with, but I'm not going to sit here and be run over because what I'm trying to do is bring these kids home. That's all I've been trying to do.
Absolutely, and I get that. Absolutely, Trev.
Could you imagine, Tiff?
Okay, Trev. Thank you, hon, and you take care of yourself, okay?
There's just a few parts of this I want to show. Here. Because they're blaming Trevor Lee for leaking the phone call.
Oh, I that's true. Chris could be there with them.
That's what I'm talking about. Oh, here's Seth. Okay, Seth. What? Now what?
First of all, I meant no disrespect for you, Miss Smiley. And I will tell you right now, Chris Proudfoot ain't nowhere near me.
And it's so sad. Everybody in this chat was like, we love you, Seth. How in the fuck do you love somebody you don't even fucking know, dude?
Okay, so you're sitting there watching me. So why did you come on here like that? Why?
Josh comes on to
who
you and
is
what?
lying? Why? What is going on right now? What?
Yeah, somebody said that you were first. There's a lag on this thing or something?
I'm sorry, what?
I said there's a horrible lag.
I'm sorry. Now go ahead. Can you hear me?
He said there's a lag. It's
Can you hear me now?
It's a service. He froze.
Oh, you froze. You're froze.
Test.
All right. Can you hear me now? I don't know. Go out and come back in.
Listen really carefully here.
Hold on. Hold on. How am I gonna make him unfreeze, y'all?
He'll drop off. He'll come back up.
Okay.
It's okay. Hey, Josh.
Hey. How's it
Now
going?
there he is. Okay. Are you back?
Seth,
Okay.
we see you.
Listen
We see ya.
carefully.
Hey, Justin. Hey, Josh.
Hey.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah,
Yep.
I can hear you.
Miss Smiley, first of all, I did not mean to disrespect your channel and your panel. But I have been dealing with him, as in Trevor Lee, for a minute. All right. And for the disrespect, the distrust, and the betrayal that I feel at this gentleman sitting there backing up a PI who refused to actually do PI stuff for me like I asked her to. And for her to turn around and give him the audio file that got blamed on me for leaking, which I don't care. I've got juicier ones, more juicier ones.
Yeah, but Seth, that was me.
No, I did my own research, Josh. It wasn't you. It was out. Literally, somebody sent it to my mom. Somebody sent it to my mom. All right. Yeah. My mom heard this before you guys even did. I sure in the hell didn't send no audio file to my mom. You know, she's got enough stress on her plate with her grandchild missing. I got enough stress on my plate with my son missing. And no, I'm at Beach High School, and there is no Christopher Proudfoot here. Nowhere. Like, literally nowhere.
Yeah, right? I think it was someone messing. I think it was a troll.
And I apologize, Smiley, because I have nothing but love for you ever since the first time I came on your chat. But when I find a snake that's hiding in here and sitting there doing nothing but harm to me trying to find my son, It does get me riled up.
Hey, Miss
It gets me riled up because my son's been gone for over 80 days and I can't find. And people just don't understand what it's like to have a kid missing. I ain't getting nowhere. I'm getting nothing from Sumner County. And it makes me wonder if there's other kids in this county that are missing that Sumner County ain't even looking for. If it's not just my kid. There could be hundreds of kids missing and they're not doing their job. And it makes me scared for every one of my son's classmates. All right. I am at my wit's end. I have gone so long at my house, walking into my house, seeing my son's room empty. He's not playing video games with people give me shit. People are going to give me shit because I let my son experience certain things, like playing video games and not having somebody breathing down on him, tell him you can't be on, you can't play video games because maybe you'll talk to somebody. I had conversations with my son. He didn't even use the headphones. You can't talk to anybody if you don't got the headphones in. It's a PlayStation 4. It ain't no PlayStation 5 with built-in stuff. I don't own a PlayStation 5. People giving me shit because I want my son's stuff back. They took his stuff. That's all I have. It needs to be back in his room for when we find him and he comes home. Things are in the same place that they were when he left. Nobody seems to understand. I love my son. I miss my son. And I'm trying to find him. I'm out here today looking. Chloe kept me away from search areas. Plenty of search areas. Had people babysitting me because she didn't want me to find my kid. Well, we don't want you to come across his deceased corpse. Well, I'll tell you what, that's some type of closure. Me, I want to come across my son alive and well. All right. But still, to sit there and tell me that you're going to run this is my show because it's my son. And nobody's going to sit there and tell me that I can't participate trying to find my kid. All right. I communicate with TBI. If I go somewhere, they already know 2 days in advance. So that way they know where I'm going. Because by be damned if someone's going to tell me not to go there. I contact TBI. I have everything recorded in chats, text messages, so they know my whereabouts. They know my locations. Because if I am somewhere, they want me to call them if I find something. Sure. And every time I go search and I don't have anything to show for it afterwards, you have no idea how it feels deep down inside that I failed to find my son, which means I failed to find him again. People want to sit there. I've got balls. I just don't need to fucking show my nuts to everybody. I just got to find my son. It's not about this shit. I am not fucking Christopher Proudfoot. All right? I have respect for fucking people. But when people sit there and piss and shit on me and then bite me with their fucking venom-filled fangs and they're fucking poisoning the search groups against me, I brought people in that had no idea what was going on. I took regular people and brought them in for a cause, and that cause is dear to me. It's for my son. And then for someone to sit there and leak this stupid shit that really had no fucking meaning at all. It's a video file. It's an audio file. I don't care. It doesn't get me any closer to my son. Yeah, it shows people how Christopher acts. We all know how he acts. We all know how he displays himself. I don't care about him. I want to find my son. Searches are going to start back up at the end of this week coming up. If people want to come to the vigil and say a prayer for my son and join us for prayer for my son, please, of all people, come. I don't need the drama. My son doesn't need the drama. I'm tired of it. People say I cause it because I answer questions or because I'm emotional about stuff. But if you're not emotional about your child missing, was that really your child?
I agree with that. Yeah.
I agree.
I love you, Smiley. I love you, Josh. I love you, Justin. I gotta go though. And if people can't accept my apology, that's on them. That's not on me.
But Seth, we listen, I love you, Seth, but listen, please. You can't, you're vulnerable right now, okay? That's one thing, you're vulnerable right now. And the world, we don't want to see you vulnerable because there are vultures out there, but it just seems like the good ones are getting gone, and you can't let that hate get built up
You know
in.
what? When I asked Chloe to step back, it was the same thing when I asked Heather to step back. I just asked them to step back because I saw what was going on and I had information and I wasn't going to put it out there. I just wanted her to step back because I saw what was going on. I
I
saw it.
know.
I didn't want it to be a public display. I didn't
Yeah,
want to see the shit come out like this. So I asked her, but certain people won't let it go. Keep poking the bear.
I
Keep
know.
poking the bear. And
Seth,
you're going to see I'm
Seth,
a bear.
before you go, I want to
What's up,
say
Josh?
you do what you do what you're doing. Keep looking for your son. I disagree about Trevor. I think he's a wonderful kid, a young man. I really do. And
I think there's a misunderstanding
I
somewhere.
think that you think that
I
too.
understand, Josh. I just think somebody got their hands into the kid and it's changed him a little bit.
But
And
he's a good.
he needs,
He's a
and
special guy. You
you
know what?
know,
He really is.
Yes,
Can I
sir.
ask you?
But it's not about Trevor. It's not. It's about
Right.
you finding
about
your way.
Sebastian.
Right.
But I do have to say that I love Trevor a lot, and I think that he's a great human. And I think there's a lot of pressure, and I know that what you're going through is hell. You and I had that conversation, and I
We
want you to
did.
keep looking and do what you're doing, but just know that we do care. And Trevor's a part of the team. I'm part of my team. He always has been, and he'll never not be.
I'm not
He's a good.
asking you to tell him to vacate your team. I'm
I
just
know that.
what he needs to understand is that I can't have him around my team
Fair enough.
because my team, I see what's going on, and whether he realizes it or not, he's being manipulated. And the person that's doing this isn't going to suffer. Instead, I'm suffering. Instead, Trevor's suffering. Instead, they got me sitting there baring my teeth at Trevor Lee, and Trevor Lee don't want to back down. Probably the wrong thing. I'm not, I mean, I'm looking for my son.
I know. That's all I wanted to say.
That's the main goal.
That's all I wanted to say.
It's about Sebastian. That's all it should be about.
It's all it is for me. It's all about people complained about my GoFundMe. Well, I told my sister to shut it down 2 weeks ago. You know, people don't want to give me. That's fine. That's fine. It's on their good nature to give me anything to use for this search. And if people don't want to do it, it's not going to stop me from searching.
Right.
It doesn't matter.
Well,
My end goal is to find my son, and I love all four of you. I watch you all the time. Smile around and fuck out. I mean, smile around and find out. Smile around and fuck off. But that's mine.
yeah.
He's out there. And something else. If Trevor really wants to do me a favor, he could stop sharing text messages between me, my PR, and him, because it's only making it look worse. It really is. It causes drama that has nothing to do with Sebastian. It literally has me telling him I didn't give a flying. I told him I don't give a flying fuck about the audio, dude. I don't know what the intent was behind it. We all know how Christopher Proudfoot is. We all know how he treats ladies. We all know how he treats children. We all know how he is.
Yeah.
Why is this still about him? It needs to be nothing but my son. He is the child that is missing. Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers. He is missing, and we need to find him. I asked the world to help find him. And then when I ask the world to help find him, that means I'm also asking the world to give me all this shit. And I'll take it. I will take and deal with everything that comes on my plate if it means that I find my son in the end, because that's worth it to me.
Sure.
I agree.
And I love you, Smiley. Love you, Justin. And I love you, Josh.
Love you too, buddy.
Love you too.
I'm the one that leaked it. I am.
No, You didn't
the
send it to my mom, did you?
No,
See, who
no,
sent it to my mom? Because
no, but
my mom had it before you did.
just and I don't know who else had it. I know another person, one other YouTube person had it, but you and I had a
I know.
conversation.
Well, I wasn't going to bring up our conversation because I remember our conversation, Josh.
Yeah, but because
that's in confidence between you and me off the record. Why are you making it on the record, man?
Well, no, I asked you if I could. That's
but
it.
See, I went one step further. I went to look.
Did y'all hear what Josh said? Josh stood up and said, I leaked it. And then they have a conversation, and Josh said that he asked Seth if he could expose the video, and Seth said yes. Hey, criminology, unsupervised maniacs, and anybody else I missed? It's a bunch of games, exactly. Hey, Giselle, how you doing, love?
Beforehand. I remember.
I know another person, the one that leaked it.
That's worth it to me.
Sure.
I agree.
And I love you, Smiley. Love you, Justin. And I love you, Josh.
Love you too, buddy.
Love you too.
I'm the one, but I'm the one that leaked it. I am.
No, you didn't send it to my mom, did you?
No.
See, who sent it to my mom? Because my mom had it before you did.
Just and I don't know who else had it. I know another person, one other YouTube person had it, but you and I had a conversation.
Well, I wasn't going to bring up our conversation because I remember our conversation, Josh.
Yeah, but
because that's in confidence between you and me off the record. Why are you making it on the record, man?
Well, no, I asked you if I could. That's it.
But see, I went one step further. I went to look for beforehand. And
yeah, I understand.
Yeah, no, it was leaked before you got it.
Good. I mean,
it was.
At one point in time, literally, I have Trevor telling me that the person who I gave it to him. And I did not give it to him.
I got you.
That's a bold-faced lie. And when I catch you in, I catch inmates in lies all the time. And I give them the benefit of the doubt. And then I'll explain to them, I caught you in a lie, dude. Come on, come clean. And I gave him that opportunity. And he just decided to keep digging with the shovel, man. That's deceitful.
Oh my God, Claudia.
And that's not going to help find Sebastian.
I understand. I do. I'm not. I'm listening. I understand what you're saying.
Well, the whole world's listening right now.
Yeah.
I do have to get off. As you can see, it's dark. I just wasted about an hour of my search time.
I understand.
Things come out at night.
Yes.
All right, listen. Tomorrow is the bike.
Hey, I want to show y'all something. Y'all see the trees like above Seth there? He's got those trees and stuff. Same kind of darkness. Well, look at this. Hold on, let me find it. Let me find what I'm looking for here. Oh, and look who else was on her panel. Look at that. And looky here. Y'all see that? That tree thing and someone using Chris's name trying to troll and blame this on Chris. Winnie, hush! Right, Duchess. They done this twice on here. I think that was Tony using Chris's name, trying to set Chris up. Missy's Angels. Let's see. How is showing this any different? Because this is calling out their fucking shady bullshit, is how this is showing. Hey, Claudia, I love you, baby. Right, Callie. They were trying to make it look like Seth or Chris was involved. I don't believe nobody sent this to his mother. And Josh admitted it, and Josh admitted that he asked Seth if he could do it. No, I don't think Josh would send it to his mom. I don't think nobody sent it to his mom. Seth sent it to his mom. Bingo, criminology. Yeah, they were trying to blame this all on Chris. Because this Chris account came up a few times, just the trees, no face, no nothing. It's the same trees that shows in Seth if you look back. Let's see here. I don't know what else happened because I left to get ready for my live, so I don't really even know. Oh, there's Terry Lynn on there. And OJ, look. Let's see what all other grifters come up here. Who's that? Guidance. Oh, Heather Cohen. That's the PI. Let's see what she has to say. I'm interested in that one.
The show.
Oh, here's Heather. Oh,
there we go.
There you go. Hey, Heather.
Hey.
How are you? Oh.
Hi. Okay, so I'm hearing everything twice. What do I do to change this?
Do you have your YouTube open, Heather, still?
Yes.
Exit out of YouTube. And just stay in StreamYards.
Okay, I think I'm good now.
Okay, there you go.
That was maddening.
Yeah, it's so hard to speak when you got like double talk.
Hey, Holly.
Okay, so I'm gonna be real honest with you guys. I have not been keeping up with this. I lost my grandma last week, and thank you. I had not been online. I had not done anything. Got a message from somebody today, and it was like, Tony Mathis is working out really well. And I'm like, okay, is that sarcastic? I'm not sure what's happening. And I just, right now, the only perspective I can give, because I haven't been a part of the YouTube and all the online drama and stuff. The only thing I could tell you is that I have had several conversations with Tony Mathis. I know about like the, allegations. And in fact, I told him today, I said, why don't you let me run a criminal background? I'll run a criminal background check on you. Mm-hmm. And if there are things that are being said that are not true, I have no problem going public and saying, hey, these things are not true. Mm-hmm. He said he doesn't care what people are saying about him, whatever. People can say what they want. He did say that there may be some things that are actually another Tony Mathis with the same middle initial. So yeah, I don't know. But I do know that is a huge problem with sometimes with the sleuthers that use like the public platforms.
Sure.
That is actually, I've actually had a problem with that before, where somebody was desperately trying to discredit me and had found somebody with my same name who had been an assessor to murder in North Carolina. Yeah. And they were so sure that it was me that they literally filed a complaint with the PI board, claiming that I had been involved in this murder in North Carolina, and I had not. Absolutely not.
Yeah, some people just check the name; they don't check the birth dates and everything else. They see that name and they just go with it.
Right, exactly. And so that is, I know that is a problem, and I don't know if maybe some of the things are really him and some of them aren't, or I'm not really sure. I'm not here to debate that, but I do want to tell you that some of the conversations that we have had, I actually agree with. One is that there have been too many cooks in the kitchen in this case. Mm-hmm. I came in, I was trying to be a bit of a PR. I was trying to be, my job, which is PI. And I was trying to wear too many hats. I think, there's just, I'm not going to speak on Chloe or her position because that's not my place, but I just think that everybody needs a designated role and needs to do their job and do it well. Do it, 100%. If you can put 100% into your role and that is your only role and leave the other roles up to the other people that have those roles designated to them, I think we would get a lot further in this case.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's one of the biggest problems. That's a really big problem in this case. That's one thing that I felt like, that I dealt with. And then there's the egos. There's a lot of things going on that are just not doing Sebastian any justice at all. As far as the leaked audio, I'm going to be 100% honest with you guys about what I know about that. Chloe and I both had withheld that from Seth because we just, like I've said before, we felt like it was just going to cause more problems. And that's not something I usually do with my clients because I don't feel good about withholding anything from my clients. And frankly, if I give my client something and they want to leak it to the world, they can do that. That's their prerogative. But in this particular case, because of how hostile it's been and whatnot, Chloe and I both felt like it was best to not share any of the audios. And I had several audios with Chris. The people didn't hear, I got a lot of criticism, like I didn't stand up for Chloe enough and whatever. Like I had worked really hard to get in good graces with Chris and Katie. And I was trying to maintain that to some degree. I mean, obviously threats were not acceptable, but at the end of that phone call, the people I did share it with, the question was, okay, do you think these are valid threats? Does law enforcement need to be notified? And I've dealt with things like this in other cases when people say things like, oh, I'm gonna slap the shit out of you with a cease and desist, and it's like it takes the teeth out of it, when they throw a cease and desist, like we can't, we take that to law enforcement and law enforcement's gonna be like, oh, that's not a threat. They're threatening you. I've had similar situations in the past. In fact, one that I tried to get a restraining order against somebody in a previous case, and because all their threats were veiled, I mean, it was just, I got turned away. And so, no, at the end of the day, I didn't feel like, and most of the people I consulted with didn't feel like that call was going to be anything that, would have the teeth to get any sort of restraining order or file any kind of charges. But I did do my due diligence to make sure, and to also consult with Chloe and her team and, how she felt about it. But what happened with that audio, and it was, so Tony admitted to me that he sent it to Seth. I'm still not entirely sure. I'm still not entirely sure how Tony got it. I was going back through my emails to see if I had sent it to him because I don't recall sending it to him. So I'm not really sure how he got it. But he sent it to Seth, and Seth had supposedly sent it on to Nina for the court hearing or whatever. But I don't know. And that really seemed to be where the problem began, because up to that.
Boom. Did y'all hear that? Let's listen to that again.
I'm still not entirely sure. I'm still not entirely sure how Tony got it. I was going back through my emails to see if I had sent it to him because I don't recall sending it to him. So I'm not really sure how he got it. But he sent it to Seth, and Seth had supposedly sent it on to Nina for the court hearing or whatever. But I don't know. And that really seemed to be where the problem began, because up to that point, it never got leaked.
So Tony's the one that got it. Tony's the one that got it and actually leaked it. He leaked it to Seth.
He gave it to Seth. Correct. And I don't think.
Okay, and you remember Nina is the one that went to Trev Time to tell her story. I bet you Nina gave it to Trev Time.
He leaked it to the YouTubers. I don't think he was the one that leaked it to the public, but he was the one that sent it to Seth. And he apologized to me. He felt really, really bad about it. He said that when Seth told him that neither Chloe or I would give it to him, he said he thought, that it was just cute, that we were just trying to protect him. And I'm like, no, Tony, like there was a bigger reason than that, but
I gotta interrupt. I gotta stand on. Listen, that's not what. No. Back up. We had a conversation.
Yeah. You and I had a conversation.
Yes, we did.
Yeah, about him sending it to Nina. About Seth sending it to Nina. Correct. But then later, when I talked to Tony told me that he actually sent it to Seth. So that's how Seth got it, was that Tony had sent it to him. But I said, no, I mean, that's fine. I wasn't mad about that because, Seth, technically, he had every right to have it. He was the client. And, if he had, I guess, hounded me enough for it, I probably would have just given it to him. But.
So how did Trevor get it? Did Seth give it to Trevor?
That I don't know. I have no idea. But I mean, I don't think there's any reason to be mad at Trevor about that, though. Really, honestly, not about that. I mean, I don't know if there's other things going on that they're mad about. Yeah. But that specifically, I don't think that it's any reason to be mad at Trevor.
Yeah, I'm just wondering because even if Seth gave it to Trevor, he shouldn't be.
Okay, Missy's Angels, who do you think is on this panel line? And thank you, Giselle, for that. Thank you, baby. I'm truly in this for Sebastian and I'm going to fight to the end for him and those that are bashing his parents. Just like I'm getting ready to expose a piece of shit on here. Oh, okay, Missy. It's hard to understand, and type and stuff. But I believe Heather. I believe Heather. I do. I think the rest of the panel are pieces of shit, especially Titty Lynn up there. Hey, Virgo Angel Love. Oh, thank you, Running Bear. Thank you. Okay, let's listen to a little more of this. And I want to get on because I gave the person 30 minutes to come up here and be honest and tell the story of what I'm about to expose, and they haven't. So, but this shit happened.
Be mad at Trevor. I'm curious.
It sounds like he's more upset that his mom was sent the clip too, no?
But I don't think it's the same clip.
I think it is.
It is, yeah.
Yes.
I think.
Okay.
But no, I just, things have transpired and more about that has come out. But I'm not really sure why it's such a big focus. I'm not really sure why we're getting so caught up on it.
Yeah, and yeah.
I mean, so I don't know what Tony's position is, what he's called. I'll just say PR. So the PR was leaking this as well.
I don't want to use the word leak, Justin, because I don't feel that way. He gave it to Seth. And
Okay.
Or
yeah,
who
I thought
shared
you
it?
gave it to Seth. I'm confused now.
I didn't give it to Seth.
She said
Neither Chloe
Okay.
or I gave it to Seth.
All right. Okay. I'm
yeah.
gonna leave that little at the door because this is not my panel, and I'm gonna respect that.
No,
So
it's
one of
fine.
the two of you gave it to Tony?
The what?
Okay, hold up. Heather's lying here because on Facebook she did say she gave it to her client. Didn't she, or am I wrong? Didn't, after this came out, she admitted that they gave it to her client, which is Seth? Oh, be good. I'm not giving them a chance now. The link is unexpired. I'm on this. I thought she did criminology, so yes, she is lying here. You got all the screenshots? I believe you. Hey, Angel. Are y'all tired of hearing this? And let's just go on from it. And I want to see what Trevor says. They say he comes back up. Because I feel sorry for him at the moment. I do. Who is his guidance? And why is Terry Lynn up there? And Justin, I mean, I'm sorry, but this has... I'm disappointed. Well, I'm not disappointed in Justin, but I don't like him no more. I'm sorry, I don't.
They're taking up for Trevor, see? Michelle, thank you. Dante, thank you. PJ. Oh, here comes Trevor back up. Yes, come up here, Trevor. Come back up here, Trevor. Thank you, honey.
Okay, so let's just squash the call thing. This is what happened.
Okay, tell us.
Okay, that call that was recorded, that was between Chris and Heather, who was just up here, was sent to Seth initially from Heather. He had asked for it for a while. They did not give it to him. He finally got it. He's their client. He demanded it. She gave it to him. He had it. He sent it to multiple people. He sent it to Nina for her court hearing. So I heard it, and Josh heard it. I let him hear it. So we both heard it. Okay, that's where we are right now. We had both heard it. That's where it stands. It wasn't anywhere yet.
Okay.
Then I go back and look at who emailed it. It was emailed from a woman named Michaela to Seth to Nina. Now, Michaela is the same woman that was answering Seth's phone when he would, or would be in the background of Seth's phone when he called me at midnight. I'll let you fill in the blanks there. So she's the one who sent it, and she sent it to Seth, I guess, who they forwarded through each other's phones to send it to Nina. Okay. Well, somebody got it to Terry Lynn. I don't speak to Terry Lynn. You know who does? Seth's mother.
No, that's what I was about to say. I don't speak to you. I don't even know how to reach you. I really don't. I back what you've done and the law that you got passed on Facebook. I don't know nothing else and no other way to reach you. That's what I'm trying to say. Just, so I don't know what the hell.
You can confirm that I did not send you that, correct?
155,000% on my mama and my dead dad. This is ridiculous. That's why I'm not gonna, a woman that's grieving, I'm not gonna shit on, but this is ridiculous as hell.
Okay, so there we're at that point. It was then sent to her. I'm not asking who sent it to you, but I'm just confirming that it was not me. Josh had heard it. Josh then had a conversation with Seth, and this is what Josh confirmed earlier to my knowledge. He had a conversation with Seth, and Seth pushed him to play. He told him he could play it. He told him he should play it. So Josh put it out, and then whoever sent it to Terry Lynn, again, I'm not asking you to source that, but whoever sent it to you then gave it to you and you put it out. So we had two people that put it out and had pushed it out. There's that link in there is that person that had been with Seth had also had possession of it. I don't know if she sent it to who or who sent it around, but that's how it moved around. I am friends with Chloe. Chloe is a friend of mine. I have known her before this case. Why on God's green earth would I want a call across all the interwebs that is her being absolutely talked down to by Chris? That makes no sense. Why would I say, here, this is a great friend of mine, let me just have her bash across the internet? No. Secondly, Tony told me I was going to do it for clout. I have a YouTube channel that I don't use anymore. If I wanted it for clout, I probably would put it out myself, not said here's some other people who can put it out and release it, whatever leak it. It didn't happen that way. Tony called me because he was upset that I made a comment to him that I didn't like them getting rid of Chloe, and I didn't. And that's my opinion. A lot of people agree, a lot of people disagree, whatever. He then told me that he knows that I put it out. And then they told me that they were going to expose Chloe. They were going to come after me if I said another word about Tony publicly. And what they do tonight, exactly that. I'm not asking anybody to believe me, but that's what happened. I don't speak to Terry Lynn. I don't have any way to send it to her. I don't want Chloe to be disparaged across the internet. I would never put a recording of her out there like that. It just doesn't make sense that I would be the one that did that because I did.
No, Auntie,
no, I got
two
nothing from
different
you. I
people.
don't even know how to
Chloe's a
reach you.
PI.
I don't. And I did reach out to Heather when my name was brought into that equation because, I mean, I was live and I was getting bombarded. So yeah, I did reach out to her and said, because of course they're saying that there's a Facebook post or whatever, and that Facebook post was a lie because.
So who sent it? I'm wondering who sent it to Seth's mother.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering.
That seems who he's
Nobody.
worried, like mad about from what it feels like.
Yeah.
Check the Facebook. I mean, check there's Facebook groups, and I need you to check the Twitter.
Well, I'm telling you, the people that had it before it made it out to Nina, before it made it out to anyone like that, was Seth and this woman whatever the equation is, that's at his house at midnight all the time. These two,
Seth,
I saw the email chain. This woman, Michaela, had it and sent it. They sent it between each other's phones, and then they sent it to Nina.
So Seth sent it out to people. Seth sent it out to people, and they could have sent it to anybody.
He did not send that to me. Again, on my mom, Seth did not send that to me. I haven't spoken to him.
Nina did not leak it. They got it like the day before her court date, and she was in court all day.
No, Nina wouldn't do that. No, I don't think so.
He did not send. Seth didn't send me that. This is just nope. And neither did
no,
this guy
I'm not
here.
saying Seth sent it to you. I'm saying that Seth had it.
I don't even know who sent it
it
to the lab. The copy that I got was it was. You could barely. It's inaudible for me.
Well, okay. So if Seth is telling Josh to play it, then he wants it out there. So why doesn't he just say, I wanted it out there? It didn't make him look bad. It made Chris look bad. My question is, if he wants to make Chris look bad and want that recording out there, then why hide behind somebody else putting it out there? Say you did it. If you wanted it out there, then say you did. Because I didn't want it out there. Not because I care for Chris, but because I care for Chloe.
Yeah, his mom was in my chat when I was trying to play it. That's true. But it was not a good, whatever you want to call it. I mean, I didn't even hear all the threats in it. Just saying.
And I get it. Seth is a grieving father, but you know who's not? Tony. Tony has no excuse for the crap he's pulling. The misinformation that came out the other night, and then now all this, calling me and telling me that he knows that I put it out, and them telling people to tell me that if I speak again badly about him, that they're going to expose Chloe and they're going to come after me, and that they know I did this. That I don't see how that's okay. Tony is not the grieving father in all of this. He brought himself in here, inserted himself with zero credentials, zero experience, and is tearing this case apart, imploding it from the middle, and trying to bring on people who have no business being here, and throwing out all the people who have tried to help.
So Trevor, did he contact you after you come up here tonight?
Nobody contacted me after I came up here. Well, I mean, a lot of people have, but not them.
No, I know. I'm just saying.
They have not spoken to me, no. Not since the night. Okay, so another full disclosure. The morning of the Pascal show, they went on that night. They were initially going to release the DCS records. Somebody called the office, and they pulled it back and said, you can't do that. So morning of, that's when the announcement came out that Chloe was let go. I spoke to Tony. I just sent a message, and I said, I think this is a bad decision. He called me and was upset with me because apparently I went to him. He has no business in personnel decisions, whatever. He was upset with me. He told me about the call and, told me I need to stay in my own lane, that I have an agenda, the whole shebang. Then the day goes on, and then the Pascal show happens. And Tony had told me that morning that he would defend Chloe. Yeah. Because we agreed that she's a good person and she did good work, even though they decided to let her go. And that's only their decision to let her go. When he says, I said, I respect your decision, but can she at least get respect because that's what she deserves? He said, oh yeah, I'll make sure she's defended. I defend Heather, I defend Chloe, I'll defend. I was like, okay, good. They go on the Pascal show. She's immediately thrown under the bus. So I sent that super chat and I corrected the record and said that Chloe is a great PI, a great human being, and a great investigator, and this is not okay to do. So after the show ended, I get a group chat made with me, Tony, and Seth. Tony put it together, put us all in there, and went after me again saying that I had an agenda, that nobody has an agenda, but I do. That I need to go to Seth about personnel decisions. He just does everything Seth tells him. All of this, and that's where all this came from. And then I spoke out about it. Like past couple of days, I've said things about it publicly, and then I get this mysterious, if you keep talking bad about Tony, they're going to expose Chloe and they're going to do this, and there's nothing to expose Chloe about. I know multiple families that will attest to all the work she does for free for them, and there's nothing to expose me about because I didn't leak a call and I didn't do any of the stuff. It didn't happen. But
Tiff, I think Trevor has something on him, and they're scared he's going to come out with it. You know what I mean? because they've been blackmailing Trev, trying to accuse him of exposing the call when he didn't. I think Trev knows something. Giselle, what was put out was a phone call between Chris and the PI. And Chris was upset because they were leaking or they were putting out Katie's mom's records because Katie's mom is a RSO. Katie is a victim of her own mother and they were re-victimizing her. And that's why Chris was so upset in that phone call. He was recording or standing up for his wife. Right, Callie, I'd be upset too. Abso-fucking-lutely. Casey K, he did, and then he went on Granny's Watching's panel, what, yesterday or day before? Because he's just tired of the bullshit, and he's took responsibility, you know, and he's like, I know so much, and I think he walked away from them because he don't agree with what they were doing. Oh, that's true. That's true. And he even threatened Trev on the panel here. Seth did.
They were gonna frame me for it, and this is what happened.
Right.
So Jay for Justice makes a good point. Why would Grandma care how Chris
She was in
talked
my chat.
to Chloe to warrant that kind of anger? Red
She was
flag.
in my chat when I was playing it.
Grandma was?
Yes, but the audio was so crappy.
Yeah, I was in there too. Yeah, I remember
So,
that. Yeah, and then
Oh.
Josh went live after that.
Is this this is not the investigation?
Oh,
she works
I
for, right?
trust you,
That's
No,
not-
no, she has
Duchess.
her own firm. Heather has her own firm here.
Yeah.
Totally separate. Steve Fisher is not the same as Heather's firm.
Yeah, I didn't think so, but I just want to be sure.
But someone did
They
speak
could
with Heather,
collaborate.
and she told them that. Oh yeah, I'm sure. I mean, a lot of people work together and stuff, but they're not the same firm. Heather did tell someone though that Seth admitted to her long before that all this happened that he leaked it. He told her that, and I'm sure she doesn't want to come out and do that because I know that was her client. I'm not saying she should, but he told her that.
Can you pop that back up?
She told someone that Seth told her that he's the one who leaked it. And I just don't know why he can't just own that. If he pushed it out, that's fine. Again, I'm not saying that should have protected Christian and put it out, whatever. That wasn't my business about who got the call. But it's not. I didn't do that. It didn't make any
So
sense.
Heather says I didn't
See,
send it to Seth.
that's my technicality question.
but you told me you sent it to Seth. Just saying.
Just
But I
said
thought,
that. Emails.
why wouldn't Heather send it to Seth? That's her client.
She said, Heather, that's what you told me you did.
I thought, did she not say she said?
Just saying.
I thought she
She
said
said she was checking her email. She didn't know.
She told me she sent it to
Absolutely,
Seth.
Dutch. You need to
She told
fill
me she sent
me
it to
in.
Seth. So that's where I stand. I don't know Tony. I don't know nothing about any of this stuff. And at this point, I'm done with it. I'm over it. This
Tony
drama.
told
I don't
you
want
he
it.
sent it to Michaela's email.
Unsupervised maniacs, I absolutely agree. I think Seth sent Nina to Trev Time. And Dutch, you want to fill me in. I promise I ain't gonna say no word. Yeah, I need to know. Right, none of it helps find Sebastian. Right, Duchess. Because if they're like this on the internet, imagine how they are behind closed doors. Yeah, Tiff, and I'm glad you did that. And like I said, I'm so glad that things happened like they did, and I got a chance for us to be in each other's lives like we are. And I really adore you, Tiff, and you're doing great helping this case too. You really are. Right, she wants zero to do with Seth. And in my opinion, that's why Chris talks for her to Seth and stuff, because she don't want nothing to fucking do with him. I do believe in it, Tiff. And I'm very, like I said, I don't know what has drawn me to this case for Sebastian, but it is, and I'm going to fight to my last breath for Katie, Chris, and Sebastian. Oh, Tiff, I know. You knew I didn't even like you at the time, and you done it for me. And that was very powerful. Even Dutchie, you know, come up on panel, and that was powerful, in my opinion. And like I said earlier, if anyone can share out that video I was playing where Tiff was reading off the documents where Seth hit Sebastian, share it on your Facebook, your Twitter, your YouTube, share it everywhere. Let's make that go viral because that needs to. Right, and I can't remember exactly what Dutch said when I told her to come over there. I think she said, "Tiffany don't even like me," or something, or and I was like, "It's nothing about that, you know." And she came there and unsupervised. Hold on, I'll get it right here for you. I got it. This link right here. It it's actually documented, factual. There, I'll pin that because obviously my person I'm going to expose here in a minute. I was so glad Dutch came up too. I knew she would because she will if she has time and free. She will come up and like she talks with Katie, and if Katie can answer questions, she will for us. And you know, oh, Dutch is she's amazing. Thank you, unsupervised. Please, everybody share that everywhere, far and wide, please. And like, I love how TM and Duchess is doing this billboard. It's amazing. TM done amazing things for Summer with that. Okay, let's get to this because I'm ready to air motherfucker out on here.
Who's he, that Tony did or that Seth did? Because it was in Michaela's email. I mean, I have a screenshot of the email log, how it moved through to Nina, and Michaela's name's on there. I'm telling you, I'm not gonna be up here any longer. That's the story. People can believe it or not. Tony is imploding this case in the middle, and I hope people wake up before it just blows to pieces because Sebastian needs to be found. The adults take second to this. I'm sorry, but they do. This has been a cluster. Sebastian needs to be the focus. He needs to be found. I'm gonna get back to doing what I'm doing behind the scenes because apparently being out
That's what I agree
is making this a mess. So thanks guys for letting me be up here in your time.
Oh,
Thank you, Trev.
Thank you, Trev.
anytime, Trev. Thank you. Well,
Well, that went well.
yeah. Oh boy. Lord have mercy.
Okay, I don't want to hear none of these other fools. Let's see if any other fools come up. Nope, that's it. Okay. Now, here we go. Shit, I was muted. Yeah, unsupervised. Tweet it. Any platform you have. Yeah, y'all done good for Summer with that. Yeah, it was a beautiful thing. Right, he don't care. And Chris and Katie donated to Dutch for the billboards. I miss Benny too, but I hope he's getting the help that he needs. And yeah, right. Fairy floss, right? It's awesome to see, isn't it? You know, putting everything aside and yeah. Nope, running bear. Seth ain't got nothing, but his pockets lined for money. People's been begging him to use that money for a reward fund. Nothing. You're welcome, Nana. Yeah, I do miss Benny. Right. What if someone did kidnap Sebastian and he's seen his own face and yeah. I'm gonna do a live one night for the billboards. I'm not gonna collect any money at all. I wanna like do send post Duchess's Cash App and stuff because I want to get that out there more. And if anyone would like to join me on panel and stuff, you know, and go over that because I think that should. I think I wish more creators would cover that too, so we can get the word out for these billboards because you never know. Oh, I've been to a Bristol night race. It's amazing there. I love the small track and stuff. That's a good idea. Hello, Gossip Girl. Thank you, Nikki. Nikki, I haven't got my bagels yet. Benny's hilarious. He is. That's awesome, see? Okay, I'm gonna take this banner off for Sebastian because this what I'm getting ready to do. It's nothing to do well, kinda, but do you have a tracking number, Nikki? If you could check the tracking number, see what's up. I'm waiting for them New York bagels. Penny's fucking hilarious. Y'all remember when he was dressed up as Waldo from Where's Waldo? It was so fucking funny. He cracks me up, man. Benny's a good guy. He really is. And he has a good heart and he'll do anything for those he cares about. And a lot of people don't get to see the side of Benny that some of us know. And you know what pisses me off? Okay, Cher got mad because me and Tiffany was teaming up to do stuff for Sebastian. At that point, it was legit like business work, you know? And because I was asking anybody that had a platform that hadn't covered Sebastian to do that. She got mad at me over that because of Benny. You know, Tiff and Benny were a couple. And now Cher's over on Smiley's panel. Smiley had Benny swatted. Smiley pressed charges on Benny and took him to court and all kinds of shit. But she wants to get mad at me because I'm working with Tiff for a missing child. Right, criminology. I didn't either. And even what she done to Cher and what Smiley done to me. And fuck that hoe. Okay, let's see here. How am I going to do this? Just a second here, y'all. Okay, Nikki, I'll have to go up to the office and check in the morning. I will. Hey, Kimmy Kins. I will go check for sure, Nikki. Okay. Thank you, love. Hey y'all, yeah, I'm muted. Sorry, I'm looking for something real quick. I'm here. Bear with me. Yeah, I am muted. Hey, Floss. Yeah, I'm just looking for something here real quick because I'm about to air some motherfuckers out. Trying to see. I'm still here. Sorry, I'm not watching chat. Just bear with me, y'all. Okay, I can't find what I'm looking for, but here goes. Okay. Sorry, y'all. I have no idea what's going on in chat here. Okay, first of all, I'd like to play a song, and this is I'm wanting to go in and edit it out afterwards because it blocks it. This is mine and Tiff's song actually because yeah, bitch, I said what I said.
Yeah, bitch, I said what I said. I'd rather be famous instead. I let all that get to my head. I don't care, I paint the town red. Bitch, I said what I said. I'd rather be famous instead. I let all that get to my head. I don't care, I paint the town red. She the devil, she a bad little bitch, she a rebel. She put her foot to the pedal. It'll take a whole lot for me to settle. She the devil, she a bad little bitch, she a rebel. She put her foot to the pedal. It'll take a whole lot for me to settle. Yeah, said my happiness is all of your misery. I put good dick all in my kidneys. This small gel don't come with no jealousy. My illness don't come with no remedy. I am so much fun without Hennessy. They just want my love and my energy. You can't talk no shit without penalties. Bitch, I'm in your shit if you send for me. I'm going to glow up one more time, trust me. I have magical foresight. You gon' see me sleeping in courtside. You gon' see me eating 10 more times, ugh. You can't take that bitch nowhere, ugh. I look better with no hair, ugh. Ain't no sign I can't smoke hair, ugh. Yeah. Give me the chance and I'll go there. Bitch, I said what I said. I'd rather be famous instead. I let all that get to my head. I don't care, I paint the town red. Bitch, I said what I said. I'd rather be famous instead. I let all that get to my head. I don't care, I paint the town red. She the devil, she a bad little bitch, she a rebel. She put her foot to the pedal. It'll take a whole lot for me to settle. She the devil, she a bad little bitch, she a rebel. She put her foot to the pedal. It'll take a whole lot for me to settle. Yeah, said pop make money, now you try, bitch. You could use a revamp with a new vibe, sis. I don't need a big feature or a new sidekick. I don't need a new fan, cause my boo like it. I don't need to wear a wig to make you like it. I'm a two-time bitch, you ain't knew I'd win. Throw a shot like you tryna have a foot fight then. All my ops waiting for me to be you, I bet. Said I got drive, I don't need a car. Money really all that we fiending for. I'm doing things they ain't seen before. Bands ain't dumb, but extreme is all. I'm a demon lord, fall off what? I ain't seen the horse. Called your bluff, better cite the source. Fame ain't something that I need no more. Cause bitch, I said what I said. I'd rather be famous instead. I let all that get to my head. I don't care, I paint the town red. Bitch, I said what I said. I'd rather be famous instead. I let all that get to my head. I don't care, I paint the town red. She the devil, she a bad little bitch, she a rebel. She put her foot to the pedal. It'll take a whole lot for me to settle. She the devil, she a bad little bitch, she a rebel. She put her foot to the pedal. It'll take a whole lot for me to settle.
Yeah, Tiff, after this, it's going to block it, and I'm going to have to go in and edit this part out. It sucks. I don't know why. Oh, yeah, Tiff. Her last stuff she's been dropping is fire. I love Doja Cat. And to the bitch I'm about to expose.
Fucking bitch. You are sorry pieces of shit.
All right, here we go. Here we go. I'm going to drop the link for her one more time. I know you're watching, bitch. Click this link. Be an adult. Come up here and tell the story yourself and be truthful, or I'm going to get you, ho. Come on. I know you lurked. You told me you lurked. Come on. She last chance right here. Let's see how real you are. Come on. I am. I'm going to give this person the chance to be honest and to come up here and tell the story themselves. Or I will. I'm loaded and ready. Gang, gang, bitch. Okay. They're not going to click the link, obviously. I'm going to read something here first. And then I'm going to, this is newspaper articles, which I already knew the truth before I had to get these newspaper articles. Okay. Killer arsonist jailed for 8 years. An arsonist described as a chronic alcoholic and drug abuser has been jailed for 8 years for starting a fire that killed a mother and daughter. The man, 28, of this Vancouver suburb pleaded guilty to 1 count of manslaughter and 1 count of criminal negligence causing death. Killed in the November 18th, 1990 house fire where Law Yin Moy Lee, 42, and her daughter, Kimmy Lee, 12, lost their life. The mother initially escaped the fire but died when she ran back inside to try to save her daughter. Court was told this person, who lived near the Lee residence, watched with binoculars while the fire engulfed the house. We don't really need a trigger warning, gossip, because yeah, we're, Okay, now remind you, this person, this is someone's father, a creator on here's father, that killed a child, that goes after innocent parents and accuses them of killing their child. Yeah, I want to know who this is? Cher. Cher's father killed a child. Voices Behind the Wall's father killed a child. And here she is. She has him on here. She even tried to hook me up with him to be his girlfriend. She has him on her panels and shit out here, and she wants to fucking talk about Katie accusing her of killing her son when her own fucking father killed a kid. Yes, Cher. I warned you to shut the fuck up twice and you didn't. You underestimated me. How dare you have the fucking audacity to do this to these parents when your own goddamn piece of shit father killed a child? Yeah, Tiff, she tried to set me up with her dad. And I think the community needs to know this, especially since she randomly brings him on her channel and we fight against this shit. Cher, I gave you the chance to come up here and be a woman and tell the story yourself. And you told me, remember telling me this is my biggest fear of this getting out because this is the only thing YouTube don't know about me. Well, guess what, bitch? I ain't afraid of you. I've held that secret for you for a long time, and it has eaten my heart away. How fucking dare you? You sick bitch. And don't even say I'm lying. I got proof of you telling me. And the people that he killed, their family recently wrote a letter to her father saying, how dare you brag and reconnect with your daughter when you took my family? But she wants to sit on here and do this to these parents when her own fucking father killed a child and sat and watched the house burn down with binoculars. Sure did, unsupervised maniacs. Hold on, I'll show you. I uploaded some things here. Can y'all see that? I know it's a little blurry, but it's he only got 8 years out of it. You can see right there, Adrian Swarson. Sure did. Sit on a hill and watch with binoculars. Yup, sit and watched it be good. Yup. I gave you a chance to shut your fucking mouth about Katie and them, Cher. You underestimated me, bitch. I told you I was going to expose you. Just 8 years fly. Yeah, he's out on the street. Yeah. Oh, look it up, Gossip Girl BK. It's on there. It wasn't an accident. He set that house on fire in 2 places. And I know she can't pick who her family is and stuff, but that's totally against what we fight for. If it was anybody else, she would fucking air the fuck out of them. Bingo, Casey K. It's fucking sick. And try to hook me up with him. There's no way I could hook up with someone. He's old enough to be my father, for one. And to lay down next to a man that, no. Yep, Casey. Yep. A little Deb, I'm not sure how many was in the fire, but only the mother and daughter. Everybody got out but the child, and the mother went back in to get the child, and she died too. They both died. That's my whole point. And she has him on YouTube talking shit about parents. Claudia, don't be good. Gloves off, baby. And let me tell you a little something about OBJ, Billy Joe, Leilani's mom. I don't like that bitch either because she failed that baby. It's her fault that baby is dead. She should have never left that child with that fucking piece of shit, Leilani. Yep, the mom died. Yep, trying to get the child. 12-year-old child, little girl. Exactly. Billy Joe failed that baby. She knew better. It's her fault. They all pieces of shit. Read that bottom. It says court with Toad Sporson, who lived near the Lee residence, watched with binoculars while the fire engulfed the house. Yes, little Dev, absolutely. I'm not scared of you, Cher. Yeah. But then she comes on here and accuses innocent mothers of murdering their children and such. I warned you, Cher. Twice. Go look at my community post. I warned you. Because I know what happened in 1990. But you wouldn't shut up. Because you wanted to fucking tragedy him. Look at you over with Smiley. One of the worst fucking people on here. You're a piece of shit, Sharon. I'm so fucking glad I got away from you. Oh, Claudia, I don't know. And yes, I do believe that she is guilty of those animal abuse charges. I've always thought that. The bitch even bought me and her matching cat collars. What the fuck? I was like, oh my God. She wanted me to be her sister wife, like with me and her and Mark. Bought me and her cat collars. Who in the fuck? I ain't wearing no fucking cat collar. Cher, you're a sick bitch. You want to talk about your mama? You're just like her. I'm not sure criminology of that, but you're just like your mother, Cher. Then you got your underage daughter on live drinking the other night, drinking alcohol. Why don't you? Well, yeah, you got a job for now, but you can't keep a fucking job. Get your daughters to get a fucking job. I feel sorry for Mark. Y'all have sponged that man to fucking death. And all three of you lazy fucking fucks want to sit there and sponge off him, and him got MS and everything else. You should be ashamed, Cher. Mark's one of the good ones. You don't deserve him. I try to lie you way out of this one that your dad didn't kill a kid. While you're sitting here accusing innocent people of killing their kids. Hypocritical motherfucker. And yeah, it was sick you sent those pictures to Don Wells of your ass. I don't care if you were trying to get information or not, and that Mark was okay with that. That's even more fucked up. Who in the fuck does that? And how you was always asking me for money behind the scenes, saying you'll pay me back and this and that, and I never received a dime back. Is Running Bear still in here? Because you said, I can't go live. I have a headache. I can't go live unless I got weed. Bitch, it wasn't weed. I think it's more than weed you're doing. Running Bear, are you here, love? You grifting piece of shit motherfucker. I need Running Bear. I need to tell them something. Hold on, let me text Running Bear real quick. Oh, me too, Little Dev, most definitely. Look, everybody knows my love language is gift giving. I've sent her so many packages, Christmas and everything, and I couldn't even get a fucking Christmas card from her. Never. Running Bear, you remember whenever you sent Cher that $30 to send to me because you didn't have Cash App? I never got that. She kept it. I think you deserve to know that. She kept that money you sent her to send me. And I'm sorry, Running Bear, you're an amazing person, and I've been wanting to tell you that for a long time that she done that, and thank you, Little Dad. And Gossip, I love you to death, honey. And look, Jada, y'all know Jada, she's been around a while. She made me and Cher these amazing junk journals. Some of y'all have seen them. Well, um, I actually got one Jada's made now because I have her making one for my friend's getting ready to have a baby. Her daughter is, and these junk journals are $100. Well, Jada sent me and Cher one because she loved us, you know. Cher messaged me and she's like, "Who sent us those junk journals? I want to send them some merch." I'm like, "Are you fucking kidding me? She has supported you for years and stuff, and you can't even remember who sent it to you?" Yeah, Running Bear, she's a piece of shit. Running Bear, has she ever asked you for money behind the scenes? She don't deserve you, Running Bear. You're amazing. You're welcome, Running Bear, but no, she didn't send me that money. She got give me the running round. Truly, nope. That was a grift to get money. Nope, she wasn't. Just like the fake wedding, and yeah. She owes Truly won a contest giveaway thing. She owes Truly merch. She owes Jaded merch from those things. She owes Meg's merch from a giveaway. Every giveaway she's ever done, she's never followed through with. I told you, Cher, I gave you a chance. This would never happen if you'd shut your fucking mouth about Katie and Chris and then Sebastian. I'm not scared of you. The only thing you have on me is my fucking domestic violence. And I dare you, go ahead and put that out because that'll show what a bigger piece of shit you are. Kimmy Ken, she did do fundraisers on her channel that was legit, like the ones that go through YouTube, yeah, those are legit. She has no control over that. That's only the legit thing she's done. Oh, she hasn't asked you for anything? Okay. Because I've had a few people come out and tell me that she did, and she'll never pay you back. I do feel sorry for Mark, but Mark don't stand up to the grifting and shit, you know? You're welcome, Running Bear. She did do amazing on the junk journals. And look, after I got my, you know, because my friend's daughter's having a baby, and I went to Jada, you know, and asked Jada if she could make me one. I wanted to buy it, and Jada's like, "Yeah, sure." And I was like, you know, "Be honest with me, Jada. Tell me how much you charge for those, you know?" And she said, "Well," I said, "No, Jada, tell me how much you charge for them." She said, "I usually get $100 out of them." And I paid for that. And Cher's like, "Oh, I want 2 for my daughters." But Cher didn't want to pay for them. It's like she got a free blanket from Mary, Summer's step aunt. Right, little Deb, I think the communities need to know about this. It's not right. Because if it was anybody else, she would be dogging them. Since I've gotten away from all that, my life has been incredible. Yep, she got a free quilt. She wants everything free, but she don't want to give anything in return, and never has. 5 years, I've never got a Christmas card or nothing. And it's not even about, like, if I do something for you, I want it back. But come on. A fucking Christmas card. I would have been so excited for a Christmas card. I bought a quilt from Mary for $150. I got it on me actually right now. She wants everything for free because she's a piece of shit. Have you noticed she's really not members on any channels or nothing like that? Yep. I sent her 2 huge boxes for Christmas. One of them cost me 70 some dollars to ship. The other one cost me almost 90, and I couldn't tell you how much money I spent on the contents and couldn't even get a Christmas card. Now, Cher, set the fuck down, bitch. Because I'll cover this every fucking day if I have to shut you up and leave these fucking parents alone. It is insane, Flies. Just to Canada, you know, and it's like you don't even have to cross water or nothing. She did, Jada, and it pissed me off. And I'm sorry. And you've supported her a long time. She couldn't remember. And it pissed me off. It's true, Running Bear. Call her out. I'm not lying here, you all. I'm done with this shit with her. And then she took Jadit's wrench when me and her fell out, and Jadit supported her, was a member for a long time, and oh, Nana, they're gorgeous. They're amazing. I know, Fairy Floss. I know. Right, Jada. She took Truly's wrench first and then gave it back to her. I love you, Jada, and I'm very sorry for what she's done to you. But yeah, she tried to use Jada. She wanted Jada to do 2 junk journals for $1 for her daughters for free. Right, Cher? I mean, Jada for almost 3 years. Oh, Fairy Floss, you're fucked. Yep. She's fucking pathetic. Here, I'm just trying to find something. But I gave her a chance to shut her fucking mouth, and she wouldn't. Let's see. Hold on. There's more. There really ain't more, but there's some more things I do want to show. She'll probably deflect and lie and all this, and that's what she does. She'll try to turn around to be my fault, running bear. Come back and let us know what she says. The dog story where she had the animal abuse charges, is that what you're talking about? Be good. I can't remember what it was, Be good, but I've always had it in the back of my mind that she was guilty of that. And then she got Roe up there. That's an animal abuser that kicks horses and shit. APRN, we're not gonna put her whole full name, even though I don't fucking like the bitch no more. We're not gonna dox her and shit. Just do a little digging. It's not hard. It's not hard. Jaded's amazing. No, it wasn't sugar gliders. I don't think. I don't know. Fuck. Who knows? This shit's been weighing on my heart for a while, and I had to get it off. Yeah, BJ, I'm okay. I am. I'm really am okay. Ever since I left that, I've grown in so many ways. I love you truly. You can ask truly. It's just and Megs and okay. Now watch this. I screen recorded a text conversation between me and her over this, so you might have to pause it and read. But yeah, here we go. This was in 2022. Now I'm trying to find. I want to show you. Where's that at? Then I want to right here. Hell. But I warned you, bitch. You had your chance to shut the fuck up. And Jada, look, here's where I know I went to bat. Hey, Kiki, because I was a real friend, but it was one sided. Jada, here's what she said that she couldn't remember. Look, Cher, child, we're referring to Cher. Cher's father killed a child. And I'm sorry, Jada. Maybe you should lay off the drugs, Cher. And sassy Southerner, you bitch, get the fuck out of here, you fucking cunt. You ain't welcome here, bitch. Nasty fucking two-faced motherfucker. Kick rocks. You ain't welcome here. Slimy, grimy fucking twat. You got me fucked up. Get out of here. Run along, little doggy. Yeah, that sassy Southerner bitch used to sit over in white boys chat and fucking talk shit about me and shit. Fuck you, bitch. Right, little Deb. It's heartbreaking. And her mom went back in to save her child and she lost her life too. Here, I'll put this back up here to keep reminding people. Thank you, gossip. Yeah, that bitch ain't welcome here. Oh, you're a good child. I love you, my friend. But yeah, there it is. And I did give her a chance to come up here and tell the story herself. And she even messaged me the other day after I threatened to expose her, trying to butter me up. And nope. And she admitted she lurks my life, so I know she's watching. You should be ashamed, Cher, for what you do for everything, especially bringing all that stress of you and your girls in on Mark. Really? That man looks totally different than he did before you moved in with him. You have sucked the life out of that man. Mm-hmm. Fairy floss. Piece of shit. Yeah. Cher told me once there was 4 people he killed, so I don't know. Maybe there's another incident. I tried looking, I couldn't find it, but yeah. Thank you, Auntie. I try. Very well as I know. I need to call you. When did he do what, BJ? Kill the people in 1990. He only got 8 years in prison for it. Hi, Cher. I know you're watching. You ain't as big and bad as you thought, huh? You couldn't even come up here and be honest. Hey, ERT, how you doing? Why don't you come up here, Cher? Come on. Come talk to me. Come up here and try to defend your child-killing father. Who's the next victim you're going to try to get to wear a fucking cat collar? Weird bitch. So glad I finally opened my fucking eyes. Come on, Cher. Pussy ass bitch. I was a real friend to you. And all you done with anybody that was real and really cared about you was take, take, take. Where's the merchandise you owe Truly and Megs? They want for giveaways. Where's that merch at? When you gonna send that to them? Because I know you're watching. Let me drop the link. Come on, come up here. Big badass. So glad I fucking got rid of your ass, man, and opened my eyes. But y'all, for real, this shit, she's probably always been like this, but she's gotten worse the past couple years. And then when she went after me over Tiffany Marie, that done it. Come on, Crypt Keeper, come on. I promise you, I'm done with you, girl. I held your secrets for years. Come on, bitch. Or, oh, I'm at work, I can't. Bullshit. And I sure hope you're not stealing from that weed dispensary you're working at either. Bitch can't even fucking hold a job. Poor Mark, man. Or is Mark in on it? Or does Mark not know? I bet Mark don't know that she's behind the scenes asking people for money that she never pays back. Oh, I can't go live. I got a headache. I need weed. Can't go live without weed. No, I think it's more than weed. Sorry. Remember that members live you done that night, Cher, and I had to step in and come up on panel because you were so fucked up on something. You you were so out of your mind, falling, stumbling. Do you remember that? And I saved your ass on that. That was no more than weed. I would never beg people for money for weed. Never. And you don't get headaches for not having weed. Sober up, clean up, get your fucking shit together. You didn't break the cycle. You're encouraging it to your daughters because they're seeing what you're doing. I thought you did. No, you ain't breaking that cycle. Just like you let your underage daughter drink on live the other night. Who does that? Lets their underage child drink on live at that. I know, Jada. I was blinded to a lot too because I loved her. I really did. I was a real friend to her. But it was one-sided. It was never returned. Didn't even fucking get a Christmas card, man. Her dad did send her weed. Is it illegal to send weed through the mail in Canada? Because her dad did send it through the mail. Look, the bitch ass still can't even come up here, and I know she's watching for a fact. My heart wasn't really broken. I was upset and sad, yes. But I got over it quickly, which showed me that it was the right thing, and so much was lifted off of me, man. Oh, Kiki, can you? Is it illegal, Jada? Because I know you live in Canada. Yeah, I don't think you can mail any kind of stuff like that in the mail unless it's like prescribed. Right, you can't give your underage child alcohol, and she did on her live that night she was drunk on live. And Sharon, you wonder why everybody fucking hates you? Because they're right about you. Jada, what's the legal age to drink in Canada? Jada, I know, baby, you're just a little broken. I'm really, really sorry, baby. I am. I'm very sorry. She don't appreciate nothing. How could you not remember who sent you such an amazing gift? No, gossip, it was Canada to Canada. Her dad can't leave Canada. Oh, it's 18. So it might be all right. Her dad can't leave Canada because it's considered dangerous. One more time, Cher, and I'm done with your ass. You can't even come up here and fucking be woman enough to anything. You've hurt a lot of people, and you don't care. Your last chance, bitch. Come on. So keep talking shit about these parents and accusing them with no facts or anything of killing their children when your own father done it and watched with binoculars. You should be ashamed of your fucking self and lay off the drugs, woman, for real. Because and I'm gonna tell you what, Tiffany Marie, from just a little bit I've gotten to know about her, is more of a woman than you ever thought about being. Come on, bitch. Come on, pussy. But I will say her daughter, Courtney, I think the world of that little girl. And I feel horrible for her. She always looks so sad and depressed, and I can imagine why. Her daughter, Courtney, is an amazing girl. I bet Duchess does too, Jada. Oh, I didn't know you made Duchess one. I'll never forget where my book came from, and I can't wait to see the baby book. Go over and suck Billy Joe's ass. That's responsible for Quentin not being here anymore. I don't give a fuck what you say about that. It's her fault. She failed those kids. She knew she couldn't leave those kids with Leilani. The fuck? Billy Joe, all them pieces of fucking shit. Birds of a feather. But there you go. Hey, Unc, how you doing, bro? I love you. Miss you. BJ, Mary made the quilts. Don Wells' stepsister that he essayed. She's the one that made the quilts. I bought one from her. You can ask Jada. When I asked Jada to make the baby book, I was going to pay her exactly what she got out of them. You know, I don't like getting stuff for free like that. Did you go to Thunder over Louisville? And the junk journals are freaking amazing. I love them. I love mine. Gossip, I feel so much better last night. Like I was talking to Tiff about it last night, and she said, "Are you sure this is what you want to do?" I said, "Yeah." I said, "It's on my heart, and I got to get it off my heart." She said, "Okay, I support you," and she did. And Tiffany's been an amazing friend. Oh, you did. I used to go to Thunder over Louisville when I still lived back home. I loved it. I like the Blue Angels. So there you have it. I think people thought I was just fucking bluffing, but no. Little Devin, her defense, that wasn't her fault. The banner in Georgia, that really was not Cher's fault. Cher did not ask them to do that. I promise you. That was totally BJ and them. I mean, I will take up for her on that because I know for a fact that was not her idea. It was not her fault or nothing. It wasn't. I will take up for her on that. But she collected all kinds of money to be able to go down there for BJ, and y'all see how that ended. Money, money, money. The wedding she never fucking done. Just all kinds of fucking shit. It is Jada, and I've noticed that, and I'm so glad. I hate how all this had to go down, but I'm so glad I'm getting the chance to know her, and I can feel that she really cares about me already, you know, and just a great person, in my opinion. Nope, they're not married. Nope. I have a feeling Mark gonna get tired of that shit. He gonna get tired of that shit one day. So go ahead, Cher, fire up a lava about me, whatever. I give no fucks about you. Because my father's never killed a child or anyone. Or yeah. And keep him off the fucking internet. He is what we fight against to protect the children, not coddle the ones that murder them. And Cher, if you're listening, stay the fuck away from Megs. Stay the fuck away from Megs. Cause you about to really fucking piss me off with that. She's used and abused her too. Meg sent her new microphone, and Mark looked at it, and Mark said, I hope it's a good one. What the fuck? A good one? What's the matter? It's free. You needed one. Then Meg's got shared this $100 book. I can't remember the name of it that she was going to read for people and stuff. And nope, that didn't happen. Stay away from Meg, Cher. Because I'll drag you every fucking day if you fuck with her again. Going behind the scenes asking people for fucking money for weed. Fuck out of here. Which I think it's more than weed. Sorry. My opinion. I'm a recovering addict. An addict knows an addict. June, I'll be clean 17 years. She was reading the book. No, she didn't read it. Haven't seen it since. $100 book that Meg sent her to read to us, you know, like in members and stuff. I think she done one thing of it or something, or Mark did, and I ain't heard about it since. Oh, Cherokee girl. I'm a Kentucky girl, and I love Thunder over Louisville. It's the only thing I like in Louisville, but congratulations, gossip. I think I know that. Yeah. But that's it. Shows how big and bad you really are. Cher, you can't even come up here. Thank you, Fairy Floss. Thank you. That's something nobody can take away from me. Cher, I'm gonna end this, but Cher, have the life you deserve, bitch. 3 chapters each. Yeah, nothing since. And that was $100 book that Meg sent her to go over for her audience, you know? Oh, Little Dip, I absolutely believe it's more than marijuana. Yep, June 18th. I have 17 years clean. I mean, I smoke a little weed here and there, but my weed don't make me act like Cher's weed does. I mean, not out on streams and shit, you know? Anyway. Let's see here. So yeah, go ahead and drag me, Cher, because I give no fucks about you. You fucked around and found out. You should have took me seriously and left Katie alone. Now you're sucking Smiley's ass. That just shows exactly who the piece of shit you are. Any more questions or anything? Right, or I don't beg for anything on here. I've asked for one thing ever on here, and that was like a little help for getting some flyers printed for Sebastian. That's it. Yes, Chai, go back to the beginning of my live. I went over it. Yeah, it's on here. Don't give the bitch a view that done it. Yeah. Give me cans. Thank you, BJ. Just watch it. Chai, he went after Trev Tom. Yeah, I was mad. Thank you. Okay, I'm gonna play a song and then I'm gonna end this and adios. I don't know about Kimmy the Psycho. I don't know.
You lying. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. Stop lying. Gave you my trust and you apologizing and betrayed it. Shame on me for the repeat. Everything that I love, on everything that I love, man, I had enough. On up the